Welcome back, everyone. We are going to be going over exactly why we're in a bubble right now. Why is this a bubble that I'm talking about? Before guys say, "Oh, it's impossible to happen," you have to understand that we are now. We are actually in a type of market where we've already had this high, right? We have to understand psychology, guys, get to hating and fudding, right? You guys want to listen to all the facts that I'm going to go over before you hate and FUD and say it's impossible, we're going up. There's no doubt in my mind we're going to break all-time highs. If we don't break all-time highs, we're still in a bear market. Went down from there. I know that might be a hard thing for you to understand or hear, but let me get into it, okay? So we have in 2017. We're here, right? We're in November of 2017, and this is what happens. You guys can look at the past run-ups with Bitcoin, with any sort of markets. You have this higher high, right? What happens after this higher high? You have the market makers who will sell off, right? This is how you can make profits, right? You have this pump, people sell off. The word gets around about crypto. This is what happened in 2017. People heard, oh, you can make money with crypto. Had a little push up, right? Sell off, push up, sell off. Then we hit this high right here, and we sold off, right? This is what happens, right? We have this stage of 1, 2, 3, 4 run-ups, right? And every single time crypto runs up, the psychology is more retail investors are looking into crypto, and there's a lot of animosity in the air, right? There's a lot of people that are hearing about crypto. Your friends are getting into crypto. Everyone's getting into crypto, right? And it reaches a point where you peak, right? How could more people hear about crypto and invest into crypto at this peak? And we saw this in 2017 and 2018. Yes, there was some FUD that came around, and we did see a drop, but it's mainly due to the fact that there was a lot of people that were invested into crypto. So you guys have to understand. Okay, I'm echoing apparently. Alright, so no, I'm not. Alright, so you guys have to understand that we are in some sort of a market where we have this psychological effect of people hear about crypto on this first one, right? People hear about it after this run up. Psychology of this run up is more people hear about it, right? More retail investors get involved. We get to the second stage of this run up where we see more people getting into crypto because the word gets around. They hear that there's insane profits, right? People will buy here, they will buy at this third level, and they will buy at this fourth level, which is the peak. And once we reach the peak of this psychological events, right, we have most large investors in crypto get in right here, right? So they get in right here, and they don't buy on the second, third, and fourth level. This is just when these retail investors are buying, because this is a bull market. This is how it works. You guys can look at the sales for any sort of stock that doesn't have a product. This is kind of how it works. I know crypto is a digital asset, but a lot of these altcoins as well don't have too much products, and they're not really making revenue, and they won't be for quite a few years. It's just a white papers for most of them. A lot of them are very overvalued. But what happens is this rumor, the psychological events of, oh, you invest into crypto, you're going to get rich. You're going to get rich at this level 3. You're going to get rich at this level 4. And then we have the all-time high that gets broke. And once we break down from this all-time high, we never see it again, or at least for 6 months plus. I would say 6 months is going to be the shortest bear market time that we're going to have. If we don't break this all-time high, we're still in a bear market. And I know some of you guys are in denial, and you don't want to believe it. You don't want to even think about the possibilities of a bear market. A lot of people on YouTube will not admit it. Why won't they admit it, guys? Last time we had a bear market, 90% of these YouTubers are gone. They go away because the bear market doesn't just affect crypto, right? It affects these crypto YouTubers as well. And it affects these crypto news outlets as well. We had the peak for the mass hysteria phase, right? All these people heard about crypto. What's going to make crypto get above this level, right? When we saw a $19,000, $18,000 Bitcoin back in 2017, how did we get there, right? Everyone heard about it, and all the people that wanted to invest in it did, and all these retail investors did. And then we saw the sell-off, right, of these large people that had allocations, and they slowly bleed out the market from here. But what I'm saying is we're still going to have run-ups like we've seen before. People are still going to buy the dip, right? But we're still going to have this slowly bleeding out phase, is what we're currently experiencing right now. But we're still going to have some pumps upwards, but we're not going to break this all-time high. How are we going to... no one talks about this, but how are we going to be able to really get the word out more on crypto when it's not too profitable and there's a lot of scams out there, when there's a lot of DeFi projects that are pulling off a lot of scammy things? There's not going to be a higher high. If there is, there's going to be a larger sell-off, right? It's going to happen. But I highly doubt that's going to happen. We've never seen that before, and we've already hit the peak of how much people could really know about crypto, and the people who wanted to invest in it on the retail side would have already. Because all of this run up from the second, third, and fourth level, this is all retail buying, right? And we see the same thing. This is back in 2017. We'll go to 2020, right? So here's the first buy-in, right? We have the whales that buy in here, right? These are when the whales buy in, right? These are when these institutions will buy in, right? They buy in at 10,000. You guys know that the market cap of crypto, I know you hear this institution adoption thing that flies around everywhere, but only 1.8% of the market cap of crypto is institutions. These institutions aren't holding crypto. Yes, we have Grayscale, right? Yeah, everyone knows Michael Saylor hold crypto. I'm for Michael Saylor. He's a great guy. But most of these institutions do not do that. What they're doing right now is they're trading crypto. Why are they trading crypto? Because they want to be a part of the profitable volatility that we see. I do love Michael Saylor. He's a great guy. But you guys have to understand that only 1.8% of institutions hold the market cap. It's just a media outlet FUD type of news thing that you hear. So you got to understand that every time we break this all-time high up here, we never are able to break it again. We have a push down, we have a pullback, we have a push down, we have a pullback every single time that we've come off of this all-time high. And we're seeing it unfold. And like I said, we're probably going to have a slowly bleeding out phase with a couple of volatile movements upwards, but it's just going to slowly bleed out if you look at it from a long-term event. And if you guys want to hold a Bitcoin and hold these altcoins for as long as you want, go right ahead. Because if you guys look at a 10-year chart of Bitcoin, it's only gone up, right? It's only gone up. But I'm just saying, in the midterm to long term, we are going to be in a bear market. No one's talking about this because they don't want to, or either they don't look at the charts, they don't look at the past data, and they don't remember how this works. How else can we get this many people to be talking about crypto and investing in the crypto? These institutions obviously don't want to invest in the crypto just yet. They want to trade crypto. They want to make all this money trading. They want to, you guys understand that? They want to trade and be profitable during the trading, because we have these retail investors that get sold this lie. If you're going to be a millionaire, if you just hodl this coin and buy it right now. Same thing we saw in 2017. A lot of people thought they were going to be a millionaire, right? These coins don't have revenue. They're not going to be profitable for 10 years from now. They just have a white papers that says this company is going to accomplish this, this, and this, and this, right? Most likely not going to happen for a while. It will happen eventually, but not for a while. But we still will have people, I can guarantee you, 6-12 months from now that are going to be buying large amounts, because we will be in that accumulation phase. But at this top phase right here, at number 4, that we see right here, we have the one pump, right? Sell off of the whales who bought down here. Pump, sell off of the whales down here. Pump, sell off down the whales on here. This is the retail investors pushing this up, right? And some institutions, but not really, guys. 2% almost of The market cap is institutions. They're smart money. Most institutions bought around $10,000. So get that FUD out of your head, right? I know institutional adoption, guys. Yes, at some point institutions will invest, but institutions only put around 2 to 3% of their portfolios into crypto. Once institutions have 20, 30, 50% in the crypto, we will see a larger market cap of crypto, and it'll be a lot more steady and not as volatile. But people are trading this. Institutions are trading this because it's very profitable to trade, because once we hit this all-time high, right, they know that we're going down. We're going to have a slow bleed out, but it's going to have some pushes, some bullish pushes, but it's not going to break this all-time high for the rest of this bleed out phase. And I just want you guys to think to yourself, how much hysteria do we have at this 4 phase, right? At this 4 phase, when we hit the peak, everyone thought Bitcoin was going to 300K. Everyone thought they were going to be a millionaire, but no one was buying Bitcoin at 65K because these people didn't have enough money to buy crypto, or they didn't. All the people that heard about crypto, right? They didn't buy it. They don't want to buy it, or they did buy it, right? That's really the peak. It's the peak of the psychology behind how many people can actually buy this asset. If you publicize it on the news, you publicize it basically everywhere, and you get that animosity out of the air, or whatever you want to say. But yeah, that's what we saw. And you guys just before you hate, just think, right? How many people can really invest in the crypto? Like, what's going to be the catalyst events that's going to cause everyone to boost this up to 200, 300K by the end of the year? It's not going to happen. We're probably only going to be able to see possibly 100K, but that's a stretch, guys, because every bear market has lasted way longer than that. I do see this bleed out phase coming probably to around the 20s, 20K, 25K. But you guys have to understand that we will have some push ups, right? We will have some bullish push ups like we did in 2017, like I've been talking about. There's people buying the dip, retail investors that are buying the dip. But how many of these retail investors that bought in this 1, 2, and 3 phase have money to buy, right? These people are fully in the crypto right now with their portfolios because they bought here, they bought here, they bought here. They already bought multiple dips and they're not in profit anymore. These retail investors don't have enough money to buy. And these other retail investors that might want to get into crypto, they don't have enough money to, they don't want to put their money into crypto because of the trend that we saw. We saw the same thing in 2017. It's just a psychological event. When we have these run-ups, it's psychological, right? These people think they're getting rich. They're going to buy in at 2, 3, and 4. And then we have these rundowns, right? But I just want you guys to understand, you have to be thinking in crypto in a deeper light, right? Don't believe anything you see on YouTube. Even me, guys, don't believe me. Go think for yourself, right? Open up your mind to the possibility of this is a psychological type of graph that you're looking at, right? You have the first level, right? People buy into it. They have the first run up. And a lot of people made profits. A lot of people sold off as well who are invested earlier. Second level, more people heard about crypto. These retail investors did. They bought in. Third level, same thing, right? It's dumped by whales. Second level, whales. Fourth level, right? Everyone thinks they're going to get rich, become a millionaire in crypto. The narrative of crypto right now, it's not, oh, this project's really good, I want to invest in it. It's not like the stock market where, yes, people obviously want to make money in the stock market, but the thing for crypto right now is enter the bags, guys. We're all getting rich. Bitcoin 300K, Bitcoin 300K. And when you send that message off, guys, when we had that message at 65K of everyone thought they were going to become a millionaire, it's a Ponzi scheme when you guys think of it like that. Like, yes, at some point, I guarantee you we will have a 300K Bitcoin. But it's not going to happen yet. There's not enough money, right? We had the stimulus checks, guys. We had all of these people that were in quarantine that if they wanted to invest, they would have already, right? The people that didn't want to invest, they're not going to invest yet. You know, they're not into crypto fully. The people who wanted to get into it are in it. There's only so many more people that can really get into crypto on the retail side. And these institutions obviously don't want to get into it yet. Only 1.8% of the market cap is institutional. Maybe they'll buy the dips, right? But still, they're going to bleed out this market because most of them are trading. They're not even holding. So don't believe everything that you guys hear and see on any sort of platform or news site. These whales will pay for news articles. It's a very smart thing to do. But like I said, don't hate on Michael Saylor, guys. He's running a business and it's very profitable, but I would just not advise holding through this. Yeah, you guys can hold for multiple years, and this will be very bullish in the long-term scheme of things, like what Michael Saylor's doing. But if you guys don't have a lot of capital, you need to depend on your money. Just think about the psychological events. I'm not telling you guys to sell. I'm not telling you to really stop, right? To sell right now, panic sell. But I'm just saying we're still gonna have some run-ups like we do every single other dip. But we've hit the peak of the psychological euphoria stage where everyone thinks they're going to be a millionaire. All right, so in my opinion, this is what Andrew BTC says. The catalyst will be whenever common folks realize saving USD over time is just losing value. It's whenever people truly want to find a store value to have the confidence of security they need. Yes, that is true, right? We do need to find some common grounds with the inflation, but a lot of these companies aren't profitable, Andrew. They're not in the store of value. It's most of this money, right, is in these coins, or it's being traded in the markets. It's in these coins that don't have much use case, don't really have a store of value too much, besides the fact that the people who buy in early are making a lot of money, and it doesn't, it's just a white paper at this point. But I still believe, guys, that we're going to have multiple pumps like we have in the past, but it's going to be a downtrend, right? We're going to see a downtrend with Bitcoin. It's going to be, we're going to be in some sort of channel like here, like this red channel and this green channel. I see this as the trend support. I see this as the trend resistance. Yes, we will bounce up. Yes, we will make profits all throughout this dip, but we will definitely, we will definitely continue this downtrend down, right? Every time we broke this all-time high, we went down. So with that being said, I'm not trying to scare you guys, right? I'm just saying, think of the psychological events, right? Were you guys invested in the Bitcoin around 9K, around 17K, around 4, 5, 6K? Because I'm not trying to burst your bubble or anything, guys. A lot of people were. A lot of people were. And a lot of people were buying in these zones, right? A lot of people were longing in these zones with leverage, right? A lot of people were longing in these zones with leverage. And a lot of people are longing in these zones with leverage. And you want to know what? They're going to sell off at some points because it does not hold as much of a store of value as some people think. And it's a short-term trading type of asset right now, because we have these people who don't know that we have these psychological events of, oh, we're all going to be millionaires really quick. Everyone buy in, buy in, buy in. Everyone, we're going to be millionaires. We're going to be millionaires. And that can only last for so long. And I'm just saying the millionaire thing just to get the point across. It's not really called like we're going to be millionaire state. It's more of just how psychological trends work with crypto, right? We have these events where 1, 2, 3, 4. We will have these pushes up. People will sell, like me. I will long here and then sell here. Buy somewhere down here sometimes and then sell up here. Boom. Like it's not like you're going to get it perfect every time, but if you understand the psychology of the market, it will help, right? The market is going back down, but I'm not trying to scare you. Lol. Okay, guys, we're in a downtrend. What do you mean? I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just saying we're in a downtrend. And we haven't broken a downtrend like this ever in the history of crypto after this type of event. How much more people can get invested into crypto? Do you really think these banks and these hedge funds would be hodling crypto and buying it up right now? No, because they haven't already, right? They're trading crypto. Why would they be trading crypto? Because they know that these retail investors will buy the dips and they will be able to get liquidity and make money off of them, right? That's really how crypto is working right now. All the money that's being made from this institutional hedge fund type of thing is through trading. And that's a very, very important thing for you guys to realize. But what do I see short term for Bitcoin? Bullishness. I do see a little bit of bullishness for Bitcoin. But yeah, like I said, we have these short-term pumps with Bitcoin on these dips, and we have kind of bottomed out, but we are seeing, guys, look at it, it's hitting our trend resistance. Very, very nice. Very, very nice down here. Would you say, Andrew? So do you think to learn more towards the physical hard assets in comparison to digital assets of a hedge against inflation? For example, Bitcoin being looked at as digital gold, a store of value is not necessary. Andrew, 30% of Bitcoin is held off wallets, right? We have the 60 to 70% that's being sold, that's being traded, that's being whatever. It's not like gold, okay? Yes, gold is traded, but it's more like only 10 to 20% of gold is traded. We have to have that flip happen, Andrew. It's not going to happen for a while. So if it's being traded, why wouldn't you try and understand, right? Don't you guys want to understand why these people are trading it, right? Why is this digital gold asset being traded so much? Because it's profitable. Because people think that it's going to go to $1 million by the end of the year, 300K by the end of the year. And these are these retail investors who can't send it to 300K. They can't send it to 100 or 200K, right? These institutions are just making money off of that, right? It's a tradable asset, very volatile. All these hedge funds, all these people who really know how to trade these markets are making a lot of money, guys. We've been making a lot of money this entire bull run on this channel, and this entire bear market. Yes, you take some losses, guys, but if you've been watching me and you've been really following along, we've been extremely profitable through this volatility, like you should be. Yeah, we've been hitting this trend resistance. I do see a little bullish pattern forming with Bitcoin. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 higher highs. If we break out of this, we'll be bearish. And we have this. Well, we'll be in this little channel right here. If we break out of this, let's make a little channel real quick for that. If that happens, it will be somewhere around this 35K level, but I see these 3 as very, very good support levels, right? I'm gonna turn them green because they're support. They're helping keep the price up. Bitcoin will bounce off of them, and those are good times to put in some buy orders. But yes, I will let you guys know when I get a little bearish, but I do see the possibility of Bitcoin breaking out a little bit more. The RSI levels, all the indicators are looking bullish. But I'm just trading Bitcoin in these trends and in these ranges, right? What's a range, guys? All right, so you see how we have Bitcoin stuck in this 36K to around 5K level. It's just bouncing up and down and up and down and up and down, right? As of right now, I've just been trading this range here. Been trading this range over and over and over the entire day. I'll buy on the higher lows, or I'll buy on the lower lows, and I'll sell on the higher highs, right? Let's throw on the indicator real quick so people talking about. There we go. And let me put it. Let's do the 30 minutes. Yeah, we did have a short-term bearishness, and we turned bullish. I accidentally said in my other video I was bullish and bearish at the same time for Bitcoin. I misspoke, right? Said we were a little bit bullish and then bearish. That's what I saw with Bitcoin, but the charts have changed. We're seeing a higher low, higher low, higher low. On the 30-minute, we could have this breakout out of this resistance level. But guys, look it. Tested this 1, 2, 3 times, right? That's showing a little bit of a downtrend, but I do see some sort of breakout possibly happening. But look at this resistance level right here. 1, 2, 3. But we did have this higher low rate. Why I'm seeing. But yeah, it is looking like a very great asset to trade. By far, guys, it's by far, crypto is one of the best assets to trade for anyone who is very, very influential in trading. If you're familiar with trading, if you guys have traded before, you know that crypto is more profitable than any other currency you can trade or any other asset you can trade. But yes, we do see this trend forming. Let's get a little trend resistance. Trend supports. Trend resistance. We're just gonna draw that line right there. We broke out of this very, very higher high after this higher low. But yeah, that's buying the lower lows when it hits your trends, supports, and then you sell when it hits this resistance. Just trade channels, guys. Do it with fake money. I don't want you guys to be risking it all, right? If you guys are trading, right, do a 5-to-1 risk versus reward ratio, meaning that's you can lose 5 trades. All you gotta do is win 1. And you're good to go. And read those books I have in the description. Please read those books that I have in the description. I'd really appreciate it. Before you guys even start trading, trade with fake money, right? Trade with fake money. Learn before you trade. Get a high success rate. But we trade in between these channels. If you guys missed my last stream, I explained this. How would we trade this downtrend, right? Well, we would trade in 2 separate channels right here because we had some broke. Here we go. You guys see this downtrend that we see right here. You'd be trading once we had these lower lows and selling at these lower highs. But as we can see here, guys, look at what we see here. See lower high, 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 and we see these patterns forming, right? You have a resistance that gets, or a support that gets broke right there, support there, support gets there, there. So every time we would test some sort of support in this channel, wonder what I was doing, guys? We were shorting this. We should have been shorting this, right? When you see trends like this is just a short-term trading. Little tips that I'm giving you guys, right? You short the lower highs when we're testing that trend resistance, and then you take your profits once we hit this trend support, and you do the same thing on the way up. And if you guys are doing this right, if you guys are really going at your own pace, you're learning before you trade, you can be successful doing this. And make sure to read those books, please. All right, so I'm not saying it's going to happen I'm not saying it's going to happen overnight. Don't get me wrong. I'm speaking more in terms of the cultural moving digital and needing to use a digital. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. Hearing it? All right, so I'm not saying that it's going to happen. This is Andrew overnight. Don't get me wrong. I'm speaking more in terms of cultural moving digitally. Digital asset in a digital world. I understand how monetary systems work. May not even be Bitcoin, to be honest. Andrew, I want to let you know that we have the ability right now, right? We have the ability right now to absolutely change governments in these third world countries that are deflating their currency by over 1,000% a year. And I do see this being big, right? But you have to understand that some people don't even have cell phones. Some people don't even understand what a blockchain is. And you have to understand that as of right now, right? Crypto is a traded asset heavily. But I get what you're saying. Long term, I believe in crypto. I do believe in crypto long term. I'm extremely passionate about crypto. That's why I'm so that's why I can do this 15 hours a day. Yes, I love to trade, but at the same time, I love to understand the future use case for crypto. But it's an asset right now that if you look at it from an analytical data standpoint, it's just not there yet. And it's going to change lives. It's going to change the world as we know it. Especially a lot of these lives where the government's just ripping away everything from the people, all their digital or all their material aspects just get ripped apart by corrupt governments. But yes, it needs to happen at some point, and it will. But right now, this isn't it, Andrew. This isn't it. Yeah. All right. Thank you for your sincerity, for your wisdom in the books. Yes, the books, guys. That was a Discord call. Sorry about that. Yeah. Yeah, just make sure, guys, right? We're gonna trade these trends, and once we break these trend resistances, right, we're gonna put one down. It's not the hardest thing. You guys better be doing this on your own. It just download TradingView. All right, I'm gonna look it up for you guys. Right, TradingView. Right, hit enter. Boom. I know a lot of people are probably new watching here. I know some of you guys might, but then put BTC and go to BTC. I want to find the Binance one. Got to look up actual. So Bitcoin, crypto Binance. Click that. Sorry if any of you guys are cringing right now. That needs to be done. Let the new people learn, right? Get more people into understanding technical analysis. It's beautiful, right? You guys are understanding actually how the market moves and operates, and you're staying away from the news and you're sticking your nose in the charts. All right, so we go to candles, right? And indicators. You guys look up an indicator. I would recommend higher high, lower low strategy. That's what I'm just going to be using. Click on that. Boom, it's on there. And we zoom out, we're going to put this to the 1 hour, right? Go look at the 1 hour time frame. This is circled a lot. Oh. But we're going to find this trend resistance. What do we need to break out of for us to really go to the upside? All right, what are you guys looking for? I'm going to take off. Because, guys, your altcoins, I already went over some altcoins to buy. RLC had a large pump today. I didn't call that out, but I was looking at that one actively. And Dogecoin, guys. I've been trading Dogecoin. You guys hate these meme coins. You guys hate these shit coins. But from a TA perspective, we love them because the upside potential on some of these meme coins like Dogecoin. And guys, don't hate on something like Dogecoin when we have basically a whole leveraged market. Right? The entire market is being leveraged, so you might as well hate the game and not the player, right? But we have this level on the 1 hour that if we break out of it, We're going to have large upside. That's around the 38. We'll probably go to the 40 to 40K. But we also have this little trend resistance forming on the around the 15 to 10 minute charts on the short term. If we break out of this, we might be able to test this 38K level. But it needs to really break out of there and shoot out of there. When you're making these trend resistances, they're showing a trend, a channel that is happening, right? And with these channels, see where the price is headed, right? We have an up channel here, a little upwards here, right? Very, very simple technical analysis. It doesn't get too complicated, you know? You guys will, I know this might be a little bit complicated for you guys, but some of you new people, it's really not that complicated. Practice this. Don't even trade with money. There's no reason to trade with money unless you have read the books and you have a success rate with paper trading, not with money. No reason for you guys to gamble it away. No, you guys are basically just spinning a wheel and putting it all on red 15. You guys don't know what you're doing. And you want to know what? I'm going to make money off of you, and the market makers are going to make money off of you. So make sure to learn this on your own, right? But what do we see here? We see this trend resistance 1, right? How do you find these, right? We have a candle hitting that once. We have a candle hitting it twice, 3 times. We test it again and we break out. We're going to have a large upside because we're testing it. You have this rubber band effect with this test. It always breaks out after. So we have this one down here. This is the trend support. 1, 2, 3, 4. And if we break down under, we'll go far down, right? We'll go far down because we've been testing, right? Support level. But yeah, I do see Bitcoin possibly needs to break out at some point. It's going to break out at some point. We can't just go sideways forever. You know, Bitcoin's too volatile to do that. But I do see us possibly going to the upside. I feel like that's more probable, especially with these indicators. On the 1 hour, it looks bullish. I'll show you guys just this one. Look how low we are, right? We're at 41 right now. If we go to 78, we'll definitely break it on the 1 day, but we are looking bullish, right? On the 1 week, though, we are looking bullish as well, guys. Look how low we are on the 1 week indicator on this one, right? So do see some bullishness in the market for sure. Make sure you guys understand that. All right, so if we see bullishness with Bitcoin, what happens? All right, what happens? We see bullishness with altcoins. But Expert Crypto, you just said the market was gonna crash, dude. Yeah, market's gonna crash, and not crash, but it's gonna bleed out, right, at some points. But you still have these bullish pumps all the time. Still have these bullish pumps because people will continue to buy the dip, especially these retail investors, and these people will continue to trade this extremely volatile asset because it's 70% traded, like 50% traded on leverage. So just the way crypto works. But you know what? They don't post that on the news. I think they might, but it's not a known event. I mean, did you guys know that? If you guys didn't know that, put a 1 in the comments. Yeah, you guys just have never heard anything like me on YouTube so far because I don't care, guys. I know there's probably some YouTubers that are doing what I'm doing, but I'm really trying to help you guys actually learn how crypto works, or at least how I see it. But I try and stay as factual as possible. I do give some opinions. Sorry about that, but it's just the way I am, guys. Just the way I am. I want you guys to be successful. I want you to join the Discord as well. Put the Discord link in the description if you guys want to work a couple hours a day learning about crypto and possibly coding as well. Get into it. Get into the Discord. Link is in the description. But what do we see with Ethereum? At the same levels that Bitcoin is, we're very, very close to breaking out in the 1 day charts for both channels. It's doing exactly what Bitcoin is doing, basically like these altcoins always do. We actually did break out of this. Maybe we'll finally be able to break out of this with Ethereum. We have 1, we have 2, we have 3, we have 4, and now we've basically at the same resistance level on Ethereum. We will probably see some pullback if we break out of it. But we are looking bullish for you. 1 hour is looking good. 15 hours looking good. The 1 week's even looking good for Ethereum. We could have this pull back up. You guys got to be looking at the 1 week charts as well, guys. Look at this hammer candle, right? Look at this reversal candle that we're seeing. Beautiful thing to see. I do see us going up and then boom, right? Maybe another pullback and then a little down. You know, that's really sloppy and that doesn't look too well, but you get the point. Every time, guys, if we go back to 2017, what did we see, right? We saw pullback, boom, pullback, right? Pullback, and then bear market. Just saying, guys, that's how the psychology works. 1, 2, 3, 4. everyone's going to be a millionaire when I open this door. Not doesn't happen, guys. Doesn't happen. But yeah, that's how it works. So what do we see with Dogecoin? You guys are going to be like, where are you going over Dogecoin, man? Well, it made a significant amount of percent off of Dogecoin today. Want to know why? Because I'm very, very up to date with my social activity. If you guys are really trying to get into trading, try and find some sort of program where you guys can code some news articles, maybe have these alerts set up for Dogecoin, maybe have a bot set up for Dogecoin for when news comes out on Dogecoin, you buy it automatically, right? You buy it on 100x leverage. No, don't do that, guys. Don't be like me, okay? With that, I'm kidding. I don't do that. I don't do that. But yes, really make sure to understand that Dogecoin from a technical analysis standpoint is one of the easiest currencies to trade. I'm not saying that if you're new, go trade Dogecoin with leverage. No, I'm not. I'm saying go trade paper trading, read some books. But I've made more money off of Dogecoin, trading more percent off of Dogecoin trading than I made off of 500x's and 1000x's from 2020. And why is that? Because it's a very, very predictable asset with the social activity and exactly the Coinbase listing and what's been happening with it. I really advise you guys, suggest to you guys to go study before you even begin trading. But at the same points, Dogecoin is just based off of hype, right? What do you see with these hype type of graphs? You just see these insane breakouts and these easy shorts that you guys can get, because when the hype dies down, boom, it goes down. When the social activity goes down, it goes down. But yeah, charts really don't matter with this one. It's more of a social activity crypto. Just want to let you guys know that, yeah, sometimes these charts don't matter. You guys got to look at social activity. If you don't know how to look at social activity, go join the Discord. I believe we will be having some social activity things soon, or you guys can come help with them. Because I know there's some sites that show social activity that are posted in well. Very, very cool for you guys to understand. I'm not going to go through any more alts. We did have a few. We'll go through some of the ones that broke out today. But I'm really going to try and wrap this up here. Kind of went over the things that I wanted to rant about. ZRX, actually. 0x broke. Not sure exactly why, but I did get a buy order on it. I didn't do it myself, but it was AI who did it for me. I believe so. I got the 8 monitor setup, guys. So as you guys can tell, I have 2 more monitors to get the 10 monitor setup. So I will officially be a verified trader once I get the 10 monitor setup. I'm not going to go over that. It's going to break down at some point. What do we see with data? Exactly as predicted. Look at boom, 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 boom. On these trades. I know I'm going a little bit fast, guys, trying to wrap this up. I'm just trying to teach, okay? You guys, we're the calls expert. We're the calls, right? You guys are getting information. Go do the goddamn paper trading calls, right? Go do the goddamn paper trading calls. I'll give you guys some calls once in a while. But if I'm wrong on the short term, you guys get pissed, right? You guys get pissed. You're like, expert. You were wrong, man. Like, well, I can't update you 24/7. I stare at the screen a lot. I'm a very busy individual. And if I can teach you guys how to trade, if I can teach you how to fish, you guys can fish forever, right? You guys have to be fishing in the Discord, though, and helping out a little bit. That's all I ask. But I will teach you guys how to trade. I will teach you guys how to be successful. It's patience, steadiness, and you really will prevail. But at the same time, you have to understand that that takes some time, right? It takes some time. So you gotta make sure to really understand that these channels are very important. Maybe you start off with channels. Maybe you start off with the Emperor BTC book that's linked in the description. You understand how market movers work with liquidity and how they're trying to liquidate you at all times. But buying higher highs and selling higher lows and selling these trend support, right? This is the trend supports, right? Just put TS, okay? Forget I did that, right? That's trend support. This is going to be the last thing I talk about, right? This is trend resistance. What you guys doing on this one, right? You guys are buying up here. Right? You guys are selling when we hit this trend resistance. And resistance supports. You guys are buying there and there. Even be shorting, but I would suggest to really move your stop loss down as soon as you're in profit, moving it down. Then you're trying to buy here. You guys didn't buy here, so that's X, right? Didn't get that one. You guys be shorting here, but I'm not going to suggest that. And you guys are buying down here, and then you're selling up here. So that's a check, right? That's boom. You guys are buying down here, and you guys are gonna sell, right? Once we get up to here with theta, right? See how much percent you guys would have made, right? Let's see how much percent you guys would have made, right? We have 10%, right? We have 10%, 20%. We have 30%. And how much did theta go up today? Around 32%, but you were very close on a few of these trades. You guys were shorting, you could have maybe squeezed out a little bit more out of this. I would say, yeah, you could have held this the entire guys. That's very rare for this just go boom, 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 boom. Normally you would have a different but I just say that you would I calculated it wrong. You would have been up 30%. I'm not trying to make a fool out of myself. Yeah, so you would have made around 44% from this if you were trading. You would have made around 30% if you were holding. That's 12% more. But this also teaches you a lot of these abilities about setting your stop loss, setting a great buy orders, and really reading the charts. You guys could buy and hold long term. I'm not telling you you need to trade. You could buy and hold long term, but just why not learn the charts? Why not learn the technical analysis? What else are you doing, right? You're watching YouTube. You're watching these fake articles. You're watching people read off the news. You're telling people are telling you what's going to go to the moon. Why don't you go look at those charts for your damn self? Why not look at the data for your damn self? Because you guys aren't willing to do that. You guys aren't willing to maximize your gains or really maximize your knowledge. And I'm not trying to hurt any of you guys. I just want to help, right? I just want to help. I want you guys to do your own research. I want you guys to do your own studying. I want you guys to really improve yourselves. And join the Discord and have a great time. I'm just kidding. But not really. It'll be fun there. But yeah, really important for you guys to learn that. Watch my last live stream if you guys want to get some more knowledge on trading or charting out things taboo. It's very easy if you're time. But that's going to be the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great rest of your nights. And I'll speak. I'll live stream tomorrow morning around 11:30 EST. And they'll be live streaming around 10:30 p.m. to 9:30. I got work early. Yeah, I work all night and I wake up early. All right, have a great night.